Really happy to welcome in Julie Tristan today, who lives in St. Louis, Missouri. And reading your bio, Julie, uh, journalist, broadcaster, DJ, voiceover talent, producer, narrator, reporter, freelance videographer, and editor at a production company which you own. Did I miss anything? Do you want to add anything?
Uh, dog mom. I'm a dog mom.
Dog mom, okay. And we're talking multiple dogs, right?
That's right. I have 6 dogs right now, and I adopt the old dogs from the shelter, so it kind of fluctuates the number that I have and what shelter twists my arm and like, can you just take this dog? And I'm like, okay, fine. Oh yeah,
You currently have 6 dogs. Why
I
do I
do.
not
I have 6. I used to have 8.
so 6 is really lightening the load. Why do I not hear any barking or playing in the background?
Oh, you will. You wait till the mailman comes to the door. Be careful what you wish for over here.
Excitement is about to begin. So you work in that multimedia field where you do a little bit of everything. Yeah. That's kind of where a lot of
Yeah.
people
So
land.
yeah, for sure, because it's kind of like they they just want somebody that knows how to do everything. I guess they can pay like one person for the job of like 3 people. And I like to have a job so I can, live in a house and stuff with a bunch of dogs. So yeah, I shoot, write, and I edit. I can do the voiceover. I can basically put your whole thing together.
That's very handy. And in this day and age, you're right. It is, you got to be the Jackie of all trades in order to stay afloat in that kind of business. Your house looks wonderful in the background
Yeah.
there. For those of you listening just to the podcast, you can't see it, but Julie's house is very clean and plants in the background and well maintained. And it does not look like 6 dogs are currently living in your home. So that's a big congratulations.
Thank you very much. I was like, okay, what's going to be in the background? Let me clean it up real quick.
No, you're all good. You're all good. Let's talk about you and Profile and your success there. You joined on March 29th. What was your motivation and reasoning in the first place to join?
Well, I mean, in all honesty, I'm on a radio show, so I started doing endorsements. I started doing commercials for Profile. But then I said, obviously, I need to do this program so I really know what I'm talking about. And who doesn't have COVID weight they need to lose? I mean, I do for sure. So I decided to just jump right in and get involved in the program because it's just, you get to a point where you're like, okay, I went to the weight that I said I'm never going to get above. And now I'm like, 15 pounds above that weight that I was like, I'm never going to get past that weight. So Profile was kind of like perfect timing for me.
Well, when you started, what did you find initially? Easier than you thought, tougher than you thought, different than you thought?
It was a little bit different because I feel like I've tried all of those weight loss programs and you have success and then you don't. But with Profile, I think it was like the coaching that made it so much easier. I feel like I just learned so much every single week, and to have that kind of support by you to help you get through every single week is really what was key for me. And I learned so much about how to have a healthy lifestyle. I finally learned things that were so important.
And when you said the support, were you talking specifically about the coaching and your coaches?
Yeah, my coaches, like I've met with my coaches every single week since I started. And we always talk about what do you have coming up this week, or what were your successes? What do you wish you could have done a little bit better? And so I think it's the coaching part of the program. Along with the program, it's pretty easy to follow. It's kind of like, here's your protein shake or here's your protein bar, and they're actually so good. I'm obsessed
Yeah.
with this like chocolate wafer bar. I'm like, wait, I don't want to have to ever stop eating this because it tastes like a little Debbie kind of. But the coaches are key. I mean, the coaches are what I mean, you have to learn. If you're going to keep the weight off, you have to learn. And I feel like through this process, I've learned so much because of the coaches.
So learn meaning how to eat, when to eat, how much to eat, those things that we think as adults, we know, we've read that stuff before. What was enlightening to you that you were like, oh, didn't realize that part of it?
I think a lot of times, I am not like a cooking person. I hate cooking. I'm always like, oh my God, I have to cook stuff. So I ate out a lot. And so I really learned how to eat out in a healthier way. I would
Mhm.
talk to the coaches. And I remember thinking, they're like, okay, what are you going to do this week? And I'm like, okay, I'm going out to eat here and here. So we would go to the website of where the restaurant I was going to. And they'd say, okay, so here's what you can eat. Here's how to modify it so it fits on the healthy lifestyle plan. And I really just learned to make it work with my life. And now I can go to a restaurant and I feel more comfortable, like, oh, there is something I can find. Not necessarily has to be a salad every single time, but there
Yeah.
are things that I could eat and I can still enjoy my life, but still do it in a healthier way. And I feel a lot smarter and just a lot more confident to go out to a restaurant. I can like be in an unhealthy lifestyle and go out to a restaurant and not ruin everything.
And I feel like that's so empowering too, because going to restaurants and doing those kinds of things is so much a part of our social life. And having gone through the COVID things where didn't have that freedom, now you don't want to give that up again. And certainly if you're out of the COVID restrictions and you can't go to a restaurant because you think, well, Julie's dieting right now, so Julie can't go to Bobby's going away party and Julie's no fun right now. Like nobody wants to be that person that can't do the social activities because your diet restricts you from doing it. So I think what you have learned to do is so empowering and freeing to people, because it allows you to still live your life and do the fun things and be the fun person and maybe just do it smartly.
Yeah, because I was thinking at first, I'm like, oh my gosh, can I do this during the summer? Like, I'm like everyone else in the world, I'm gonna travel this summer because I am tired of being in my house. And so I was thinking, can I have a healthy lifestyle? Can I lose weight on this plan? And I went on vacation like 3 or 4 times, and I had my birthday, and I had my boyfriend's birthday, and I'm like, can I actually enjoy my life, but also make better choices? And because of the coaches, and because every single week I go in there and I say, here's what I've got going on this week. And they teach me how to, be fun Julie at a party with that's gonna have food there.
Yeah. And go on vacation. It sounds like you did all of those things successfully. You did a birthday party, your boyfriend's birthday party, went on 3 vacations, and came back and had not gained 20 pounds as a result, correct?
Exactly. I'm still down. Like I think I lost 24.4 pounds or something. And I was still able to do that all summer long and vacation and still have so much fun. So it's doable, but you need to learn how to make those better choices, which is kind of like, okay, you know how to eat healthy. But I think there are some things that you just don't realize how easy it can be if you don't have somebody that's kind of teaching you in like baby steps.
Sure. Yeah, it's whatever your skill level is. That's why I thought the coaching was good, because as you said, it's specific to you because it's a one-on-one conversation. You're sitting there talking to a person and it's not just like this is the format, follow this. It's what's Julie doing? Where is your vacation? What is the name of the restaurant? Let's look it up. Like that is super specific to you. And I did a lot of traveling for my job when we could travel. And that was what was so helpful to me, is limited to, okay, I'm in a hotel. And I don't want to buy the $80 crumpet and cantaloupe breakfast. So what are my options? And then it's a specific, this is what you can do. So I agree with you. Super, super helpful because it's specific to your life, your needs, whatever you're going through.
And the coaches were so cool because I mean, especially like on my birthday, I was like, you know what? I want to have some drinks on my birthday. And I know I'm on a healthy lifestyle plan, but how can I just kind of have some drinks and not derail everything that I've accomplished? And so I was like, I can't believe my coach is like teaching me how to drink in a better way. Like make better choices when it comes to that. And then I thought it was so funny because I'm like, oh my gosh, you're teaching me how to drink like the Real Housewives do. They always have these particular drinks. And that's must be because it's like the better choice
Yeah,
if
the
you're trying to
locale.
stay
Yes,
fit.
yes, exactly. I
Yes,
love
it's
it.
so funny. They just keep it so real. They keep it real. They want to fit into whatever happens in your life. And that's what I really appreciated about Profile.
And now you're about to head into the adapt phase, and then I would imagine sustain. So really the hardest work, I think, is done for you. And now it's just you've already done that. And now here you transition into how do I keep that? So how are you finding the adapt phase, and have you patted yourself on the back for getting there?
I did. And I've been doing adapt for a couple weeks now. But at first I was like, wait a minute, you want me to like go away? Like you want me to add fruit in instead of what I've been eating? And I was kind of scared because I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for you to let me go yet. But the nice part about adapt is they give you a couple weeks or a week to do like step one, and then there's step two, step three, and they take it at your pace and at your comfortability level. Because it was so funny how I just felt so uncomfortable to like go to that next level. I'm like, I don't know if I can do this without you. I like need you the rest of my life. But I feel more comfortable now that I've been doing adapt for a few weeks. I'm like, okay, maybe I can do this myself. It's all about that support, somebody that is always meeting with you and just slowly teaching you things you need to know.
And holding your hand the whole way if you need your hand held, or pushing you if you need a push, whatever it is that you need. But it sounds like you had a really successful experience. So congratulations to you, Julie. Thanks for sharing your story. Thanks for sharing your success. I love to hear it. Look at you. You look happy and healthy. You're smiling. Awesome. Awesome job. Really well done. And
Thank you. I know my boyfriend bought me
blog
like a
pic.
size medium shirt instead of an extra large. And I was like, I'm a medium.
Celebrate the victories, girls. Celebrate the victories. Well, Julie, thank you. Congratulations. Enjoy your adapt phase and run around after those dogs all you want. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your summer. Thanks, Julie.
Thank you.
That was Julie Tristan, another success story. Hope you enjoyed listening to her and hearing her story as part of another episode of Profiles in Health and Wellness. We'll see you next time.